Hello, everyone. Welcome to Map to Love with Katherine Nichole. This is going to be a timeless pick a card. What needs to be released and transformed in order for me to live my best life? So, what do we need to let go of? What needs a little updating? Transformation into this new person that you are. You're leveling up into this new existence. The general collective is leveling up. Understanding, clarity, wisdom is coming to you. But what do we need to release in order to live our best life? And advice on doing that from Spirit on how to release. And like always, remember, time is an illusion, energy is fluid. When you're guided to listen to this is the perfect time for you. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. I just want you to think for a minute. Just meditate for a moment. Take a deep breath. Release all that's not serving you. Close your eyes and then see where it's led. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Wherever your eyes go, wherever you're led is the pile for you, or perhaps you want to listen to all 3 because there may be some good messages in all of them for you. However you want to look at it, we are going to get started with pile number 1. Okay, what needs to be released and transformed in order to live my best life? We're starting with the archetype cards, and you got the mediator. So what needs to be released is this need to gain status or get something at the expense of others, overuse of power. It says negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So something that you're hiding needs to be transformed, something that you're keeping inside yourself, that you're not really showing others, and you have some other motive in mind. And that needs to be released and transformed so that you can bring fairness and balance into your life. It could be that you have someone, there's 2 scenarios. It's either you, and there's no judgment here. It's either, we all have our shadow sides. We all have things we need to release. So you can be honest and authentic with others. You don't have to hide things. That's the beauty of evolving. Is you realize that you can be authentic, and if they're the right people for you in your life, the right people you're supposed to be in business with or in a relationship with, then they will listen to you and they will appreciate that you're being authentic. So somebody out there needs to start being more authentic and living their life with integrity. Now, for others of you that don't resonate with that part, like you know that you're living your life with integrity, but you're allowing others to take advantage of you and not be fair, it's time to do something about that. Find a mediator, find a way to get to that balance, to find fairness in your professional life or personal life. But you have to respect both sides of the story. So it's about having respect and living your life with integrity are the biggest messages here. That's how it's going to be transformed. And once you start doing that, you'll notice changes in your life. If you're so used to, because you were taught to do this or you somehow learned it on the way, to manipulate others and try to control things, it's actually more exhausting to do that than to just be authentic and say, this is what I want. I want it to be fair. I want it to be just, but this is what I'm looking for. And when you're authentic like that, people respect you. They just do. Trickster. The shadow is manipulating others. Okay, so the same thing. So there's some tricking and manipulating going on in your life, whether you're the trickster or you're being tricked. So there's a need to release that. Maybe you were tricked in the past and you were taken advantage of in the past, and you're holding so tightly on to that past energy that you're not allowing yourself to move forward into this new life, into new partnerships, into new jobs, because you're holding on to the resentment and the grudges and of the past. And manipulating others is not really going to get you where you want to go. It might, like initially, but in the long run, you're going to feel defeated and depleted. So instead, transcend that, I think is what I was trying to say, into more stability and a little bit of predictability and having a strategy and a plan moving forward, being organized with your thoughts, going within and actually thinking about it before you move forward. Instead of just reacting, take a little time and let go of the manipulating energies around you. Take your power back. You have the power and you have the control for yourself, but that's it. You don't have it for anybody else. So you'll exhaust yourself if you're trying to control others, or you'll be exhausted if you allow others to control you. So it's time to let go of that. Take your power back. Find that balance. And negotiate these things in your life that are going on from a balanced state. Okay, now we're going to use the Wild and Unknown Tarot. What needs to be released and transformed? Okay, we got the Empress, the Daughter of Pentacles, so the Princess of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Well, some of you have been tricked by others and been manipulated and put down and made you feel unworthy, and that you didn't have enough to offer. You didn't have enough creative talent to move forward in that career. You weren't pretty enough to be with this person. You weren't handsome enough or hot enough. It's something about that, something about someone putting you down and making you feel like less of a person. It's time to let go of that and know how beautiful you really are. Know that you deserve abundance, and to end these horrible things you've been telling yourself and allowing others to tell you. And maybe you've been saying horrible things to somebody else. Take what resonates, but there's some horrible things that have been said, making a person feel less of a person, putting them down, not giving them what you promised them, not following through. Okay, just getting what you wanted, or they got what they wanted out of the deal and they left you behind. It's that feeling of left behind. And you offered me something, but then you never followed through. And I feel for some, the message is coming through that you had a child involved, a daughter involved, a very stable, grounded, very loving, nurturing type energy, and you are the mother is what I'm hearing, and you've been just pushed around and put down and taken advantage of by this trickster, this person that wasn't who you thought they were. And so you have all this fear and anxiety inside yourself about moving forward, and you're grasping at trying to make you and your daughter or other children feel good about themselves and move forward out of this energy. It's time for these endings. So this is what needs to be released, is all of these toxic thoughts and behaviors and the way that people treated you, the way that you treated others because you reacted and you were in a lower vibration. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself. Be easy on yourself. Allow yourself to let go of that, the coulda, shoulda, woulda, the regret, the resentment, the anger, and know that you are all meant to be abundant. How you're going to transform this is you're going to let go of all this and end this cycle finally, and allow yourself to have new beginnings. And it's going to start off like nurturing your inner child, taking a more youthful approach and innocent, and definitely speaking your truth, as my throat was almost closing. You're getting this clarity and truth from the universe on how to heal yourself. Rainbows are all about healing. You see the rainbow? And the truth about how you're going to find your stability. And it might come from someone younger or just having a more youthful look at things. Being a little bit more methodical instead of being all over the place. Being a little bit more methodical, like I said, a strategy, a plan to move forward. Drink more water as I'm drinking water. Nourish your body. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Meditate. Go within. And remind yourself of who you really are, because who you really are is important. And who you really are matters. And past is the past. All we can do is take our power back now and move forward. And that's what I'm hearing. Move forward, one step at a time, little steps, but let this stuff go. Let these toxic thoughts go and belief systems and people in your life. Just end these. Let go of this energy here, being a trickster, taking advantage, manipulating or being manipulated, and move into this abundance that's really ready for you. New beginnings are coming for you. But we have to work on ourselves, and we have to love ourselves, and we have to be in a place where we feel good, or else we can't offer anything to anybody else. So it's really important for you to come into balance. And the lesson being learned right now is courage, okay? Yeah, it does take courage and strength to step into your power and finally start making choices for yourself. But this is what has to happen in order to live your best life. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yes, finding that inner confidence, standing strong in Mother Earth and in who you really are, in your truth, and knowing that you're abundant and that you need, that these cycles are done. Go within, connect with that inner light, and just imagine it growing and growing and growing and growing, so bright that all as you see is the abundance and beauty around you. And you are strong enough, and you have the courage to do this. This is your lesson, and this is how you are going to move forward into new beginnings. And with that said, the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes says, welcome the new. So yeah, it's time to end these cycles that are not serving you. It's time to remember the Empress and Emperor that you are, and have the courage to move forward. Whatever that means, it's going to be different for everyone. Some people are leaving a job and moving into a new job. You're literally moving into a new home. Some people are leaving relationships behind that aren't serving them, letting go of the lower vibration energies and moving forward into their best life. But it's time to welcome the new. It's time to spread your wings. You're getting this wisdom from the universe that's coming in on how to find stability and make more money and be healthier and more well on all levels. And you're getting this information, and it's time to spread your wings and fly towards that, towards your destiny. Your destiny is calling you in a very big way. Are you listening? New beginnings are right in front of you if you could just allow yourself to release the old and welcome the new. The magic that's coming in with the magical spell cards is safe home protection. Okay, new home, safe. People in, your kids are going to be safe and protected. This is that stability that I was talking about. It's coming in for you. A new home. And I did feel a new home. Welcome the new. A new way of living, a new way of looking at things, a new job, a new offer, new beginnings. It's all there for you. Trust. And to me, when I look at this picture, it's trusting yourself first, obviously, but this is trust, and for stability, trust that you're stable and that the universe is providing for you. And then also, because it's a bed that looks like two people should be laying in it, right? There's two perfect pillows there. It's trust your divine guidance on this partner, this twin flame soulmate, this divine partner that's either in your life now or coming in. Trust yourself. Trust that that's coming. Trust that you're going to have stability in all areas of your life. The masters are working with you for new beginnings. Trust. Trust yourself. Yes, because you are leveling up. You're getting that clarity, that wisdom that I keep feeling from the universe. The Akashic Record's open for you. Your intuition is on point, so pay attention to that. Because you are very powerful. Thoughts turn into things. So what are you thinking about? You are creating your reality, and it's time to take your power back and live your best life. Live the life that you dreamed of. There's blessings coming in with these new beginnings, and it's going to feel like magic. Trust it. A couple ending messages for this pile from Archangel Michael are a favorable outcome and eternal love. Like I felt the eternal love, the safe home with somebody, and being magical and everything being blessings. Well, look at that. That makes sense. It's the eternal love. It's your divine partner that you're meant to share a life with, and it's a favorable outcome. So if someone was questioning that, moving on and with this new person, or moving on to be alone for a while, to work on yourself, and then this new person is going to come in, whatever it is, yes, absolutely, it's time to move on from things that aren't serving you. Favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to the situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Again, there's that trust. Trust and have faith that the scales are coming back into balance for you in all aspects of your life. Trust it. Trust the divine guidance. Trust yourself. You're on the right path to this eternal love. It's safe to receive and give love. It's a deep soul connection, a deep soul bond. This could be a friendship too. It doesn't have to be romantic, but this is what's available to you once you release the old, is you're going to just have these beautiful connections with people. They're your soul family. And you've been longing for this for a long time. So do yourself a favor and move forward. Do yourself a favor and welcome the new and let go of the old. And know that you are powerful, magical, beautiful, and you deserve love. I hope that you enjoyed that pile 1, and I hope that that helped you. Please comment on how this resonates, and maybe get some kind of storyline going with others. That might be fun. Get a conversation going. Okay, pile number 2. If you picked pile number 2, then we are going to start with what needs to be released and transformed in order to live my best life. And I'm doing the archetype cards by Carolyn Myss first. So what needs to be released is this always telling a story, making up things, gossip, making up things, telling stories, exaggerating situations just to either get a good laugh or make fun of someone. It's judging other people when you don't even know the situation. It's just letting go of that and allowing others to be who they truly are and tell the real story, the authentic story. I always tell my daughter and anyone, it's not worth it to get caught up in gossip, because somebody might tell you something, and this is happening in someone's life. They're telling you something that's absolutely not true, but you're believing it because you're not investigating yourself. So somebody needs to hear that you need to investigate this situation or person. Do not take another person's word for it, because they are a storyteller and they are exaggerating. I will say that even my father was a little bit of a storyteller, and God rest his beautiful soul. We're so close, even, especially since he transitioned over 4 years ago, even more close. It's crazy, and I absolutely adore him. But part of his shadow side was he liked to exaggerate and tell stories and make something funny or play the poor me role, which a lot of people do. And it hurt. It was very hurtful to do that. It's very hurtful when you're on the other end of that, because you're thinking, man, that's not how it is. That's not what I'm doing. So someone's left at a loss because they don't understand why people are talking about them. So don't get involved in that. Stand up for your friends if that's the case. And if it's not you that's doing this, you're going to be guilt by association if you're hanging out with these people. So it's time to let go of these types of people that just want to gossip and tell a story, because that's not what life is about. Let's find some depth. Let's find some meaning in life. I don't think you'd be listening to these channels and these readings if you didn't want more out of life. And learn how to pay attention to the red flags. Learn how to read people, because you're all very intuitive. If you're listening to this, you're very intuitive what they're telling me. So pay attention to what you're feeling about someone. Does that sound right? Should you really judge someone else based on what one person says? No, you should find out for yourself. Shapeshifter. Projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So just it being all about you, okay? There's these types of people too, that they want to be everybody's best friend. And you want to please this person, so you tell this person one thing, and then you go over to this person and tell them something completely opposite because you think you're doing everyone a favor. And then people are gossiping and you're getting in on the gossip, even though you just hung out with that person and had a great time and told them what a great friend they are, and then you're going to go talk behind their back because everyone else is doing it. It's time to walk away from that immature energy, that toxic energy, because it's only going to hurt you. And also at the same time, let go of people that are like that, because they're not true blue friends. They're fair weather friends. And that's what's happening. There's some fair weather friends amongst you that you need to let go of, or maybe you're the fair weather friend and you need to make it a point to be a better friend, or else you're going to lose all your friends. And I don't mean that as a threat or anything. I'm not judging. We've all been in these shadow energies, and this is just what is necessary to be released. It's either released inside of you because you're protecting yourself and people have been mean to you in the past, and so you feel like this is a way to have power, is just, telling people what they want to hear and making up stories. But that's not really what's going to move you forward and give you peace and give you that balance. It's the ability to see the truth in everything and be authentic. It's all about being authentic. You don't need to make up stories. Tell your story, your true story. What needs to be transformed? Well, here you go. Transformation card right there from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So for some reason, you're blocking this transformation. Like you're moving out of this lower vibration energy, but you're so used to being in that, and you're afraid of moving forward from that because you're going to lose your friends, or and it's like for some of you, you really don't find these people interesting anymore. Whether it be your coworkers, your friends, family members, because they're just staying in this lower vibration energy, and because you're evolving and you're growing into this new person, into this new life, they don't even resonate with you anymore. And that happens, and it's okay. It doesn't mean you have to be mean and rude, but just let them drift. Be the example. If they want to do the work to get to where you're at, great. Encourage them to do so. If they don't, leave them where they're at, and no judgment, and just move on with your life. That's what needs to happen. You need to move on and allow yourself to transform. Allow this death of the old ways of thinking, the old belief system, the old lower vibrating energies, and in rebirth into this new life. Yeah, again, leave the past behind. The Eight of Cups is leaving the past behind and moving on. So it's all about moving on from someone you thought was supposed to be your divine partner. Man, I've had lots of them. So let me tell you, I've had lots of experience in relationships, and I treasure and value them all, but I've had many. So if it doesn't work out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, guess what? The 9th one, it's going to, because you're allowing yourself to transform. And sometimes it does take us 9 or 10 times before we find the right one. But it's all the journey. You're learning as you're going. You're growing and evolving and expanding exponentially as you're going along. That's what it's about. So it's time to leave the past behind. And if you leave people, I lived in fear of that for a long time until I really started working on myself. Like, I'm going to leave people behind. Now I'm like, I'm going. I'm literally going. So many things are changing in my life right now. I'm literally a death of like everything and into brand new beginnings because I'm leaving the past behind. It is time to do that. I encourage you to do that. You're getting this clarity of truth coming in from either a child or just this truth of remembering something from when you were a little bit younger or more youthful. But it's this innocent energy, but it's clarity and it's truth and it's determination, but it's also love and compassion and balance in all chakras and being aligned, and you're really standing in your power on your truth. And nobody is going to knock you over. This is what is going to help you live your best life. Taking this truth and clarity and moving on. Cutting through the bullshit, the fears, that's a false illusion. Let go of the energies that aren't serving you. I'm telling you, you're going to feel 1,000 million times better once you do. You might not think so right now, but I can see it. It's a beautiful transformation. And yes, you will leave people behind. But guess what? Some of them will see you living your best life, and they will ask you how you did it, and you'll be able to help others. How beautiful is that? But if you don't allow yourself to transform, you can't help others. And some of you are definitely, absolutely, well, all of you are meant to help others in some way, shape, or form. And some of you, if this resonates with you, you are meant to take the spiritual path and be a mentor, be a teacher. And this is the way you're going to be able to do that, is let the old die. And look at this, the Mother of Pentacles, because you're transforming into the Queen of Pentacles that is much like the Empress. You're coming into stability and abundance and feeling good about yourself, very loving, nurturing, look at with her child, energy. So this is what you're moving into, but you have to leave the past behind in order to get to the stability and this abundance and this, take this sword of truth and move through to the next level and know that you're abundant and you deserve the best life. You deserve to be happy and you deserve to have the love of your life and travel and whatever it is that you want to do. But you gotta let go of the old first. The lesson you're learning right now with the Soul's Journey lesson cards is pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So it's knowing that you're a part of it all. So if you're going to focus on these types of shadow energies here and telling a false story and living in fear, that's what you're going to experience. But if you can see the love and the clarity in what these people and energies and what you've been through has taught you, and be prideful of who you are, be proud of who you are, not in an egotistical way, but in a very balanced, grounded, loving way. That's the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is proud of who she is. She's proud of how far she's come. She appreciates everything about herself and everyone around her and sees the beauty in it all. And loves herself unconditionally, or his self. You could be a man too. But love yourself unconditionally and see that we are all one. And by you living your best life and allowing yourself to transform into this new life, new energy of abundance and love and beauty, you're going to show others how to do it too. The advice from Spirit or extra messages from the Butterfly for Life Changes card, you got family changes and religion and spirituality. Okay. Please slow down. There's lots of messages coming in for this. Let me try to get them the storyline straight, because it's going to be different for everyone, and they're telling me a lot of things right now. Okay, some of you, it's because someone in your family, and it might be you, has taken a different approach to their spirituality. Maybe you grew up and you were really religious and went to a particular church, and now you're expanding yourself and you're understanding the connection of the universe, and there's some truth in that particular religion, but there's also other truth out there for you, and that's causing a rift in your family because they're talking about it, they're gossiping about it, and making you feel like you're doing something wrong by going through this transformation, but you're not. And that's okay. Allow these family changes to happen, even if you are a little more distant from these family members for a while. It won't be forever unless you want it to be, but it won't be forever. But it might be necessary that you kind of just take your own path for a little bit and allow yourself to spread your wings, and they're going to come around. And then if you decide to spread your wings and move on and you don't want contact, that's fine too. But if you're worried about them coming around, eventually they're going to come around. You just have to move on though. Another storyline is that someone is taking classes, like I said, some kind of teacher, some kind of mentor in the realm of religion or spirituality, and it's changing your family dynamic. So someone might be getting a job and moving somewhere else, or you're going to be the head of a particular church and you're going to need to move, and there's changes happening. But that's okay. It's all part of the growth. Change is inevitable. Some of you are, which I felt here, going to be pregnant, or you are pregnant and have a child. So, because there's a child here, and I got the hit, the psychic hit, the intuitive hit, that somebody's going to have a baby, and there's two here, see? So someone might be having twins, and that's the family changes, or you're going to have one child or children coming together, but something about children and allow this transformation. Maybe you're getting a divorce and you're going to be with a partner that has kids, and your kids are combining together, and you're in that type of situation. But these changes are blessed, and it's for a reason, but you have to allow them to transform. You have to go with the flow and stop pushing against the changes. Somebody's pushing against the family changes, the change in dynamic, or they're scared or fearful or something. Maybe you weren't prepared to have a child, or you didn't think you're going to have another one. Maybe you're a little older and you're having a child, but it's all going to work out. And with that, to help you through that, all these changes, rely on your religion and spiritual beliefs. Rely on others that are like-minded to help guide you through this. Rely on yourself. Go within, because you have all the answers to help you through this. the blessings that are coming in, the magic coming in with the magical spell cards. Once you release and once you transform into this new life, allow the old to die and rebirth into the new, you're gonna be even more gifted. Your gifts are being realized. You're leveling up. So you're getting this divine guidance, and you're going to get it in a more clear fashion in different ways. You're going to start hearing things. You're going to start noticing more things. Numbers are going to stand out to you. You're going to see a certain animal all the time. Definitely look up that meaning. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your daydreams, because they're giving you guidance into these new beginnings. That's 11 new beginnings. You're leveling up to master level. But you have to allow yourself to do that, no matter what your family or friends or anybody else is saying. Somebody need to hear that. That divine guidance is right on. Listen to it. Listen to yourself. You have the strength. You're being gifted with strength to get through anything. So just know that you have this available to you, and Spirit is telling you in a very firm and powerful way that you are strong enough. You better believe it. So this divine guidance that you're getting, and you're like, oh my God, are you serious? I can't do that right now. That's whatever it is. Yes, you can. And it will be successful, and beautiful friendships are coming in. You're going to be the gift of these friends, these gossipers that only care about themselves and are making up stories, and they don't care about anybody else, and they're what those types of energies, lower vibration that you're done with. Once you let those go, you're going to transform, and you're going to attract people that are your vibration. So you're going to have all these beautiful friendships coming in. And this is blessed change. People that want to be there for you, that want to share their time with you and uplift you and empower you instead of knocking you down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time for you. Listen to your guidance. Allow yourself to transform. And our last couple messages in this group is from Archangel Michael. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. I did feel that with the children, having children, the children coming together. You're worried about that, but they're safe. They're being protected, and they're safe. Dear God and Archangel Michael, this is a prayer you could say. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Put their names in. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. So yes, there's healing coming in for you. Safety, protection, feeling secure, being happy, being healthy. This is all coming because you're allowing yourself to transform. Old ways of thinking, the way you treated your body, addictions, codependencies, whatever it is, it's time to let go of that. Maybe these are the people you go drinking with or whatever, and and you've been telling them you want to quit, and they're just not doing you any favors, we'll say. It's time to let go of that energy. If it might not be alcohol, it might be something else, but that's just what I felt, this party atmosphere, and you feel like you're going to miss something if you don't go out. You're not missing a dang thing, I could tell you that. Move on. I promise you're not missing anything. While you're working on yourself and transforming, everything's good. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Yes, trust yourself. Trust the divine guidance. Your inner guide is talking to you very strongly right now, helping you to see clearly. There's that sword of truth that we saw earlier, and this divine guidance coming in. Your intuition is on point, group 2. Listen to it. Trust yourself. In the end, even after every reading you've watched, people you've talked to, about everything that's going on in your life, in the end, trust yourself. Go with your gut. What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel joyful? What partner, what friends, what work environment, where do you want to live? What makes you happy, and take the steps to move forward into that, because you are being led and guided. And there are changes happening, but they're blessed changes, and just know that. Know that you have the strength to get through this, because you have angelic protection. The universe has got your back. Plus, there are actual people in this physical reality that want to be there for you. There truly are good people out there, good friendships. I promise you there are. And you're going to have them if you allow yourself to transform. And I hope that you do. And I hope that you enjoyed this. And I look forward to hearing some comments about what your divine guidance is and how you're following that. Does any of these family situations and these these types of energies, are they resonating with you? Is it you, or is it other people? I'm just curious. I'd love to know about it. Now we're going to move on to group 3. Okay, group 3. What do we need to release and transform in order to live your best life? I mean, we want to live our best life, so it's really important. We all have shadow aspects. We all have things that we need to transform and release and let go of. All of us, even the highly evolved ones, all of us do. So what Spirit is saying for group 3 is the gambler. Relying on luck rather than hard work, not putting in the effort, taking the easy way out, taking the fast track, that big idea, but not putting much effort into it, walking blindly as the fool instead of, opening your eyes, not listening to your intuition, not paying attention to what your inner guide is telling you. It's time to transform that and go within and listen to yourself. Trust yourself. Don't listen to what other people are telling you. In the end, it's all about you trusting you. I can tell you something, or you can get something, or Spirit's telling you something from this reading. Someone else can tell you something different. In the end, listen to yourself. Trust your inner guide, not what everyone else is saying, because you know better, because you know how to live your best life, and you're the only one that knows how to live your best life. And it is time to put some effort in your relationships, put effort in your work, put effort in taking the steps forward to better your health, better your wellness, increase your spiritual connection. It's time to do that. It's not just, if you don't put any work, you can wish and dream about it all the time, but you got to, take the inspired action forward, right? It's time to do that. Pioneer is the other archetype card that came out. Compulsive and need to keep moving on. Yeah, it's like you can't stay in one place for very long. You move from job to job, relationship to relationship, and there's no judgment here, but it's time to make a commitment. Look at this big, beautiful heart in the middle. Make a commitment to yourself. Follow through with those creative. Look at it looks like a light bulb to me just went off for you. And it makes you feel good, and you love the idea, whatever that is. If it's a relationship, you love the idea of being in a relationship and being with someone, but you've just not committed to it because you live in this fear that you're going to get hurt, or they're going to leave you behind, or it's not going to work out. And it's time to follow through with that commitment. The creative ideas that you're getting, that divine guidance on how to move forward and make some more money, like, go with that. That's going to be successful for you. You're getting these light bulb moments, these incredible ideas, creative ideas, but you're possibly being lazy about it. It's time to move forward with those, because you're going to find that spark again, that passion again. Maybe you're writing something, you're creating something, you're doing some kind of art. Maybe you're applying for a new position and you need to take a class first, or it's a divine partnership that you're wanting to be in. Go for it, because whatever it is, it's your destiny. But you got to take the blindfold off. You got to see the red flags. You have to be authentic with yourself. Take off the mask and look in the mirror. Who do I really want to be? Take control of your life. Follow your intuition. No matter what, follow your intuition, because you are being guided by your heart and by Spirit. The next cards are the Wild and Unknown Tarot. What needs to be released and transformed? We got the Son of Swords, so the Prince of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and Judgment. Like I said, it's like lightning bolt. You see the Son of Swords flying in. You are getting this truth and clarity. You just don't want to listen to it. It's hard sometimes to take a look at what we've been doing and not doing, and how to move forward. It's hard sometimes, but this truth is coming in. Either someone is bringing it in. It could be a younger energy, possibly a child, or this is just you knowing that you have this truth and just preventing yourself from moving forward with it. But this is swift action. This is clarity in the purest form coming in, and this is determination. Spirit is determined to get you with this truth, perhaps even stab you with the truth, not literally, but you know what I mean. And it feels like that. When we ignore what we need to transform and let go of, and we ignore that and we blame it on everybody else, or we focus on other things and we don't even think about it, Spirit is going to keep poking you with the truth, keep pushing it just a little harder, just a little more in there. Okay, what else can I do? And they're wanting you to listen to this truth. And know that you're on the right path. Some of you get stuck in a rut. Like, it's not, your abundance isn't blossoming as fast as you'd like it. And so you quickly move on to something else instead of following through. Spirit is saying, whatever you've been working on, whatever this idea is, take your time. Don't rush it, because you're on the right path. You're planting the seeds, and it's just about ready for you to gather your abundance, almost ready for harvest time, right? The 7 is all about harvest time. It's about time to harvest. And if you walk away too soon, you aren't going to enjoy that harvest. That's the truth and clarity that's coming in, that you walk away from things way too soon. And you either get bored or you're just in fear of being successful. Some people fear of actually having it all and being successful. Perhaps some of you are fearing being successful. It's time for you to be successful. It's going to be fun to be able to help others and live your best life. So keep taking the steps. Don't walk away from that relationship, that job, that creative project that you're working on. Whatever it is, don't walk away, because you'll be walking away right before you get everything that you've ever wanted. Stick with it. Put in the work. It's worth the effort. And rise above. Judgment is about 10-10, ending cycles into these brand new beginnings, but you have to rise above the bullcrap. You have to rise above the shadow and the darkness and the lower vibration energies and get that spiritual point of view to help you move forward. You're being divinely guided. You're getting this clarity, and you will be rising above it. And once you do, you will see things in a whole different way. You're leveling up into a new existence, a new life. And I'm telling you, judgment is another sign of this divine union that's either you have or you're coming into. But also what I'm hearing is that, like, this seeing the light and spreading your wings and feeling this joy and this just getting so much clarity, it's beautiful. And you're almost there. You're almost there. If you leave now, if you stop now, you will never get to experience what blessings and abundance are coming your way. It's worth it. Just keep doing the work. The lesson you're learning, of course, that totally makes sense, is patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Sometimes that's hard to accept. We want it now. We want it right now. We do not want to wait. I know it's divine timing, but I just don't want to wait for the divine, because I want it right now. Well, there may be other things that need to be worked out that are imperative for it to be everything you've ever wanted. So in the meantime, enjoy the journey. Appreciate what you do have. Appreciate the fact that you're aware now. Living a life in awareness is what we came here to do. We did not come to live in la la land and not know what's going on. We came to level up, to expand, to grow, to learn about ourselves, to learn about others, to understand that we are love and that love is the answer. And to get the truth and clarity we need to be successful in this life and learn the lessons we came here to learn, end the cycles we came here to end, so we can live our best life. Have patience with yourself. Have patience and faith in the universe that it does have your back. And trust yourself. And know that it is working out for you. You literally are almost there. But this is all about having patience, rising above, getting that clarity and truth to move forward. The butterfly for life changes cards came out. Yeah, it's making decisions that are best for you. It's time to make decisions. It's time. Absolutely, it's time to make decisions. Are you going to stay in this old energy? Are you going to keep running away? Or are you going to stick it out and see it through? It's up to you. It's always up to you. Let your emotions guide you. Pay attention to the way you feel when you're around people or when you're thinking about a particular situation or you're trying to decide which way to go next. How do you feel? Your emotions and your feelings are guiding you. Listen to yourself. Trust yourself when you have particular emotions. If you feel good and you feel strong about it in a very stable, healthy, peaceful way, go for it. If you have any doubt or you don't feel like that's the right path for you, don't do it. Listen to yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you could be honest with one person, it's be honest with yourself. Love yourself enough to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what do I want? Why do I keep running away? Or why do I keep attracting people that just want to run away? Because it could be that too, that you're attracting it. Whatever we attract to ourselves, that's what we're giving off. So if you're attracting people that always want to run away and change their mind and never really commit, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to commit? I'd ask myself that, because I kept attracting people that were really nice, but not fully committing. Excuse me, my throat is closing up. It's very important to speak our truth and talk about our emotions. And finally, I said, oh, well, maybe I'm not open up. Maybe I'm guarded. And I really worked to release that because I didn't want anything to hold me back. So for you, for this group, it's open up your heart space. Allow the old hurt and the old wounds to heal. Open up that beautiful green, pink heart space, however you want to envision it. Open your heart space up because the universe wants to bless you, and listen to yourself and have patience through this time. What's coming in for you once you release this and you transform and you move on and you stick with it and you're patient and you make the best decisions for you and you don't run away anymore and you open up the big, beautiful heart space and you move forward with these brilliant ideas that you're getting and you rise above and see things from a spiritual point of view and you move into this new life, I mean, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel sexy and secure with who you are, and you're going to be seduced by someone that's so magical and beautiful that it will blow your socks off. That's what's coming for you. Be patient. It's coming. Work on yourself. Exercise. Eat well. Feel good about you, and you're going to attract someone just the same coming in. 3 is about coming together, partnership, and it's going to be extremely passionate. And that's saying to you, go strut your stuff. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You've made it this far. Be proud of wherever you're at in life. And you do have beauty. Let that inner beauty shine. Yeah, just be the goddess or god that you are. And let the world know. Be open. Open that heart space up again. I feel that's really important for you to work on the heart space. Open up that heart space. You can be successful. Another 3, 2112. That might mean something. 2112. Okay, new beginnings. 222 if you add them up. So you're being divinely guided into this new life, into this partnership of some kind, whether it be romantic or a business partnership. There's a partnership coming in for sure, and it's going to be successful. If it's a business venture, it's going to be successful. It's time to make a decision to stick with a particular business plan and go for it, because you are going to be extremely abundant from that deal. If it's a relationship and you're wondering, oh my God, should I stick with it? Should I put in the effort? Absolutely, you should, because it's going to be successful. It is worth the effort. Whatever is going on, whatever you try to decide about, whatever you're feeling impatient about, it's worth the effort. And look at that, 3, 3. So here's 3, 3, 3, 3. The masters are with you. Spirit is working with you. That's why I keep feeling it. Listen to that guidance. You're on the right path. And like my throat was closing up, express yourself. Speak your truth. Sing your truth. Write. Do some creative project. But it's all about speaking your truth and being the unique, beautiful person that you are. So express those unique gifts and talents that you have. It will be successful. Express yourself in this very seductive, gorgeous way, because that will be successful. You will attract someone that's right on board with where you're at. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. The last couple messages with this group is from Archangel Michael. What did I say? I just felt that. writing something, singing something, something about music, some creative project. Write about your thoughts or feelings. So somebody is writing something. This is a confirmation. Yes, write it. Write that song, write that note, do that blog, whatever it is that you're interested in. But also, it's good to journal and write about our feelings so we can understand where we're at. Like I said, be authentic with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Write down what you want. Write down what you'd like to let go of and release and transform to live your best life. What you know what you need to let go of. You do. And who you need to let go of. And rely on your spiritual guidance because you are being heavily guided right now. Here's a prayer. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessing, and healing. Amen. So it is. And take your time making this decision. Patience. Decisions. Can you see all that? Flip them this way. Okay, so it's saying the same thing. Patience. Take your time making this decision and decisions. So be patient with yourself and be patient with others. Be patient with divine timing. But yeah, take your time. But it is time to think about it and decide. Write down what you want. Write down what you want to release. You know, the full moon is going to be on July 16th. So from now until July 16th, if you listen to it during the time period, do that. But whenever you listen to it, you can do the same thing. You can release it anytime. It doesn't have to be a full moon, but it's a very powerful time to do it on a full moon. But you can release it anytime. Write it down what you want to release and burn it. Let go of it. And then write down what you want to bring in and burn it if you want the same. But it's time to make decisions. It's time to decide. It's time to choose to live your best life or just stay where you're at. And that really is up to you. If you don't want to go, if you just want to fly from place to place to place and relationship to relationship, that's absolutely your choice. But if you really want to experience what you came here to experience, follow through. It's worth it. I really hope you enjoyed that and that it resonated with you in some way. If for some reason it didn't, listen to pile 1 or 2. This might be a message for somebody else that you need to pass on. I'm not sure, but I appreciate all of you, and I wish you many blessings, and I look forward to hearing from you.